Alright guys, I've had a lot of people ask me if I would show off the printer a little bit more, vinyl cutter I should say, mainly due to how precise it can cut. And so far, I got a little light here, I don't know if you can see better, but I've cut some pretty smaller stuff and I've had no problems with it. Um, and I can show you my laptop. Once I get done with this, I'll fold it over and show you what all I printed on it. But um, here's my wife's logo, and I printed these out from my buddy Kevin. So I really hadn't had a lot of time to play with it since Christmas and work and all that, but thought I'd do a quick little something small to kind of show. What I got loaded up is a small little Georgia G. I'm printing out a lot of those for my kids, their friends, their cell phones, put on the back of those. But show you it cutting one of those. Something small. Let's see, where did I put that? I have one right here that I've just cut out. I don't know if you kind of see it in the light there. We'll weed it out. But what I've been running my pressure at mainly is about 150 on my cut speed and 150 grams on my press. But I'm not in a super rush. And that seems to be cuts really good with this vinyl. Obviously, it's going to determine what type of vinyl you have to what pressure you need. Like this vinyl here was like for a car wrap. It's a lot thicker, and it was old too. It was probably 5 or 6 years old. And when I finally got it where it would cut through good, it wanted to stick to the backing because the vinyl was so old. But let's see if I can go in here and maybe read this little small thing out with one hand. And yes, I'm using an old ping pong table for that. Let me see if I can maybe set this up. Something like that. The hardest thing is to remember what to weed out. Sometimes you might have to kind of look at your picture a couple times just to make sure you're pulling off what you don't want cut off. Yeah, there it is. I mean, it cuts very good circles, and I haven't had any problems with it. I can show you the back of my laptop. I've been cutting a bunch of little stuff. Let's see. Kind of the same things. Just like I said, I have a lot of ideas what I need to cut, but I just hadn't had the time or the want to really here lately. But I'm very happy with it so far. I mean, it hasn't not done anything that I've wanted it to so far. So the question I got was mainly about the stepper motors versus the servo motors, which, I mean, you know, the servo motor is going to last longer, be more efficient. It's going to cost more because the motor costs more and you're paying for the durability. But in a home setting like this, I mean, you should get a lot of use out of one with a stepper motor. I have servo motors in all my CNC machines at my work. You know, I guess that's not a good comparison when you compare them to stepper motors, but I feel like you should get a decent longevity for what this thing costs. I mean, it's going to do everything I want it to do for probably years, I would hope. But so far, like I say, I've been happy with it. No complaints. Once you kind of fool around with the software and figure out a few little few little things about it. It's pretty simple. So, all right, thanks, guys.